Ooh, boo, boo. Okay. Hey guys, it's A of the Dawn. Thank you so much for watching my channel. It is morning time. Excuse the gradients here of light. And I'm on my camera phone. I have a message for you about communicating with people who are jealous of you. I am a survivor and a thriver of childhood narcissistic abuse. And I often find that people pretend to want to be close to me, and they want to ask me questions and pry into my life, and in the guise of being friendly, in the guise of just wanting to know. Um, and as a survivor, I have blind spots, so I know you do. My blind spot is giving too much information to people who don't mean me well, and especially with people I have to work with or deal with on a daily basis. And people in authority are a trigger for me, because I often feel obligated to be subordinate and not disrespectful, and I don't want to lose my job, and I don't all that. And so it can cause for a person and children and adults with who have suffered and who are suffering from narcissistic abuse. It can be a thing where it's kind of like a nine of swords situation where it keeps you up mentally late at night. Like, how do I get out of this situation? You can feel like a rabbit, deer, animal trapped in a cage. And especially if you give the too much information and you like, oh, I should have listened to myself. How do you communicate with these people? Let me give you a few tips, because I've become a master at it. I've become a master at that. And this is what you do. So I work as a CNA, right? And my client was like, so, like, what do you do? And I've already told her this before. I know I have, because I don't really hide the fact that, I don't tell people I do tarot readings or whatever, because the word tarot, uh, I say spiritual counselor, you know. Um, and I mean, I do. I'm not. It's true. I do. That's what I really would prefer to call it, spiritual counseling. And so yesterday we were at the dinner table with my clients, and we were having a pleasant time. And she was asking me about my website, what I do, da, 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 and I just gave her a roundabout answer. And then this morning she texted me and she was like, "What's your website?" And I just this feeling, it's like she doesn't mean me well. So of course I'll pull my cards and see why she wants to humiliate me for some reason in some way in front of people. Like, um she's jealous of something. And that's a big issue with people who have suffered narcissistic abuse, any type of emotional, ambient, spiritual abuse. People have been jealous of you, and have, because they feel jealous and enraged within themselves about what they feel like they want to experience that you have. And it's just a perception. It may not even be real. If they ask you what your everyday life is like, it may not even be all that. Okay. But anyway, um, a lot of times we feel responsible for making these people feel at ease. So she texted me this morning and she asked me what my website was, and I didn't want to give it to her. And not that I'm ashamed or I have anything to hide. I just didn't want to give it. I just, in my mind, I can see her scrolling through and just getting obsessed, finding my YouTube girl, just stay away or have to block you from everything in my life, because I'll do it. I don't care. And so I was like, I thought about it for a bit. I'm like, what should I say? Because I can't avoid her. I work with her dad. I take care of her father. And so I was like, so are you looking for a reading from me? And then she took some time to respond because maybe she thought I was just going to give it to her because I felt obligated to give over the keys of my existence because I work with her. No, ma'am. Okay. And it took her a while to respond. I can psychically see that she's scanning her brain for the correct response. And she sent me a response. She said maybe. And then I was like, well, you know what? I don't usually give readings to my families that I love and support and take care of. But if we were ever in a situation where we weren't working together in this capacity, I would be glad to. She was like, well, I can understand that. Thank you so much. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, thank you too, love. You know, um, that's how you do that. You answer a question with a question. If someone's trying to pry into your life, because I really want to be like, why do you want to know? I can see straight through you. I mean, honestly, that's how I would handle somebody, anybody else, most likely. If you're like close to me, you're around me, and you're bothering me, I'll be like, something's off, sis. But I can't say that to her. So, I mean, and honestly, for the most part, I deal with things in that type of manner. I don't I don't use my mind, the sword, the air, to cut people down like chip chop. I lay the sword on the table and I have a communication that is going to leave a pleasant ending, you know. And if you have any questions on how, leave in a comment if you have like situations. I'll answer your questions about how to communicate. I have a stellium in Libra. I've had a narcissistic mother. I have survived those situations and I have come out with my mind clear as to how to deal with these people or anybody that has those types of traits coming at you. Because sometimes I feel like people's narcissism is dormant and it might get activated by something. Like, I'm not saying that everybody's evil and out to get you all the time, because sometimes as a survivor of the narcissistic archetype, we can feel that way. Just kind of like, bitch, is everybody like always going to be coming for me? No, you can really put a nip in it as soon as you see it happening. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be this long, drawn out saga all the time. And you can keep your dignity, hold your space, and sip your tea and go on about your life. So, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, joining in the conversation. I enjoy it. I enjoy you. I support you. I like you. And I love you. And I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.